Hey guys, how you doing? Coach Tregs here, founder of 30 Plus Men's Fitness, and I hope you are all doing great. So today I want to talk about something that I've spoken about loads and loads of times. That is intermittent fasting. But specifically, I want to talk today about how it can help you over the weekend. Because as I continually say, fat loss, fitness, health is won and lost on the weekend. Okay, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Well, most folk can do okay during the week. That's when we tend to have lower calories, kind of better nutritional habits, etc., etc. But I think most of you guys that are watching this or watching it back would agree that, hey, on the weekends is when I like to eat more and probably have more higher calorie food, right? And, what I tend to see with a lot of clients, and I used to be with myself, was you be good all week, then you've had a long week at work, you get to the weekend and it's kind of like, oh, I deserve this. I deserve this Chinese takeaway. I deserve these beers. I deserve all of these lovely higher calorie foods. Why shouldn't I enjoy them? Life is short. I should enjoy these foods. And, I'm like, yeah, man, you should enjoy nice food. You should enjoy higher calorie food. And if that's your bag on the weekend, then go. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about this, okay? I want to say some good mornings to people. Morning, Kevin. Hope you're good. Morning, Spencer. Morning. Hope everyone is good. I'm putting these on YouTube, all right? So if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe. I'll be uploading these to YouTube, doing a lot more on YouTube. So let's talk about it, okay? Most people get to the weekend and it's like feet up, okay? Now, I'm going to give you some harsh reality. If you think putting your feet up on the weekend is going to help you remain leaner, lose fat when you're planning to eat more, then I'm afraid you're mistaken, okay? Now, the good news is you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. and run up the side of a mountain or anything like that. You just have to understand is you want to eat more, you're going to have to move more. Just like I talk about at Christmas, right? You want to eat more, you're going to have to move more. Morning, George. Great message in Yap. I'll be responding to you soon, mate. Thank you very much. So here's the thing, right? Most guys, I know, probably the case for me, can probably go north of 3,000 calories on a Saturday. Probably go north of 3,000 calories, maybe, on a Sunday, okay? Now, if you, all of a sudden, you kind of like, you get to this, like a Friday night, and you're like, right, okay, solid, big Chinese, all of a sudden you're having maybe 3,000 calories Friday, 3,000 calories Saturday, 3,000 calories Sunday, and if you take the feet up is the weekend, I've worked hard approach, then you're going to gain weight. And let's not get this twisted. Most of us have woke up on a Monday and gone, damn, I messed up again. I went over my calories. I'm going to do something silly this week. I'm going to do a crazy diet this week. And really, you don't have to. Good morning, Ben. You don't have to do that, okay? You just need to move more. So understand, break it down for you again. Fat loss is a calorie game. So you really need to understand what you're burning. You need to understand these things. BMR, basal metabolic rate, the calories you burn on a day-to-day basis just being alive. Then you need to understand that you can increase that by adding in more non-exercise activity thermogenesis, okay, which is walking, taking the stairs, going swimming with the kids, doing all these things. Well, it's swimming. Swimming's probably planned activity, okay? But just think about movement. That's why I'm a huge fan of steps, Just while we're on that. I took on a new client yesterday from Scotland who messaged me on Instagram. He's trying to phase one of my inner circle for 4 weeks. And we were talking open and candidly, and he said, Tregs, my steps are rubbish. I said, how rubbish? And he went, I'm doing 3,500 steps a day. He said, I'm a copper. He said, but it's all admin, it's all laptop, and I'm just on my arse all day. And then as the conversation progressed, he went, but I got my kettlebell, so I'm ready to work out. And I went, no. If you're on your arse all day and you're telling me that you need to lose at least 2 stone, and you're only doing 3,500 steps, I'm not going to make you start doing kettlebell swings straight away. I'm going to make you move more. And I went on to explain, like I have done in my book, which is available on Amazon, that the calories you burn just moving will add up over the day, so that the next thing you need to know, your total daily energy expenditure will keep going up. Okay, BMR, basal metabolic rate. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. EAT, exercise activity thermogenesis. I'm going to come back. And your total daily energy expenditure is the total calories burned from those three things. Okay, now bear with me, because I've not even got onto intermittent fasting yet. I want to talk to you about your calorie expenditure. Okay, so yes, Tara, great to see you. Hope to see you on tomorrow's live, normal time, 8:30 a.m. Okay, so let's look at this, right? Let's say it's a Saturday, all right, and you want to have a Chinese takeaway, or you're going to go for a curry or something like that. Maybe there's going to be some drinks involved, and you really want to do that, but in your head you're kind of going, well, you know, I'm trying to diet at the minute. I'm trying to lose weight. Can I do this? The answer is yes, you can. Okay, but understand that if you're going to do it properly, you're going to go out and enjoy. You're going to have a few drinks, nice meal. That could be 2.5 to 3,000 calories in one sitting, or 2 to 2.5, and that's cool. I'm just letting you know that. All right. So if you're going to consume that in one sitting, understand that if you start adding food in at breakfast and at lunchtime, all of a sudden, you know, even if those meals are 500, 750 calories each, you're going 3,500 calories upwards for your total calories in for the day. Okay, now you would have to do a shitload of exercise, probably for a long period of time, and probably at a decent intensity to get your total daily energy expenditure to 4,000 calories. Okay, to balance that out. Okay, Alan, great to see you, my man. Okay, so, and let me just give you an example. The last time I burnt 4,000 calories, total daily energy expenditure, or 4,000 calories plus, was when I did the Cardiff Half Marathon 2 weeks ago. So I ran 13 miles, plus other movement in the day, plus BMR, being alive and all that. I burnt 4,200 calories or something total for that day. But you ain't going to want to, you know, run a half marathon every weekend just so you can earn, you know, a higher calorie day. So here's what we can do. Here's where intermittent fasting comes in. Now, I could speak for hours about intermittent fasting, but I'm going to just talk about why it's useful for you on a weekend if you're trying to lose body fat or just break even. It's so bloody simple. Really simple. Okay, you ready? Okay, so if you're planning a 2,500 calorie, 3,000 calorie meal, evening, night out, okay, this weekend, all right, then understand that if you skipped breakfast, okay, that would probably help. Okay, if you hit your step goal for the day, that probably helped too. Maybe we could do some exercise. Okay, we could maybe have a light lunch, 300 to 500 calories. Maybe we could skip lunch. Could we fast until the evening? I don't know. People say, well, I'm going to go out for a few drinks. I'll probably be pissed really quick. Okay, have a light lunch. But if you're planning on, you know, enjoying these things and you want to get leaner, this is the trade-off. Like, if you're going to have a 4,000 calorie day and not move, you can't expect to lose weight and go into Monday feeling better and leaner. That's just, I'm just telling you how it is. That's just how it is. Okay, guys. So here's what I do. This is in my book. This has really helped me. This has really helped me, and I want it to help you guys. Okay, I want to set you guys free, because so many guys come into my world and they're just so confused, and they think that, you know, when they jump on the 5-day challenge or they're going to do the inner circle, we're just going to put them on like chicken and broccoli. And I'm like, no. You can eat chicken and broccoli. I eat chicken and broccoli. It's great. But, you know, you can have higher calorie foods on the weekend. Simple as that. So here's what I do. My Saturday mornings are pretty much set in stone. Okay, just give you an example. I do a live workout that will burn 700-800 calories. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. I'm just giving an example. I will coach my kids football, and with all that movement in the morning and some movement in the afternoon, I will hit my steps. My steps are 15K, 15,000 steps a day. You don't have to do that. I'm just giving you an example. Plus, I'll get a workout. So I will never eat breakfast on a Saturday. Just won't eat breakfast. Life's too busy. do my live workout, get the kids to football. But what I will start doing is maybe eating around 1 o'clock. Okay, I can start to eat around 1 o'clock. I'll be honest with you, me and my youngest son quite often will stop off at Greg's after his football, and it's kind of like a little routine for us where we pull up, I'll get a coffee, I'll get a baguette, we maybe get some, I'll get a little pot of fruit, we maybe share some, they do actually lovely chicken goujons, he'll have a baguette, and we just sit there and chat about the game, and it's great, I love it. But I haven't eaten at breakfast. I've done I've done a lot of steps, I've trained, and so I can enjoy that now. And then in the evening, I can, have more food, and I can total up to about 2,500, 3,000 calories of food if I want that day, and understand that I can go to bed at break-even calories. Now, this is really important, okay? You can lose weight for the week, being in a deficit Monday to Friday, and breaking even on your calories on the weekend. Like, how cool is that? Like, what a revelation. Understand this. Most people gain weight at the weekend. It's won and lost at the weekend because people are just having 4,000 calorie days and not moving. You can't do that. It's just not going to happen. That's why you're getting in this trouble, okay? So, what about if you just maintained on the weekend? I know on a Saturday, I will burn 2,800 calories because I train, I hit my steps. So I can eat that amount of calories and go to bed break even. That's a nice amount of calories. And if I skip breakfast because life is crazy and I'm not really a breakfast man, happy days, I've done that easy. I mean, like, I can go to Greg's at 1 o'clock when my son finishes football. I can get a 500 calorie baguette if I want. I can get a 100 calorie latte if I want, a pot of fruit, and maybe share some chicken gouge. It might be 1,000 calories. But I've still got 1,800 left for the evening if I want to break even. If I'm trying to get a bit leaner and go in a deficit, I've got 1,000 calories left for the evening. But that's easy. Let's move on to Sunday. And let me know if this is helping you guys, because this will set you free. Let's move on to Sunday. As you know, if you follow me, I post every week. My dad does a huge roast. That's on the table at 1:30 p.m. Okay? Normally on a Sunday morning, I will do a long dog walk with my missus, or I might get called in to do a live, but I'm active. And again, I will skip breakfast. Why do I skip breakfast? Have you seen the size of my dad's lunch? It's about 1,500 calories. If my son leaves a Yorkshire pudding, I'm having that. If there's a few extra roasters going, I'm having that. I will budget for 2,000 calories for that lunch on a Sunday. But because I've hit my steps or done a workout, and then I'll go a little bit lighter on the calories in the evening because I'm full from the roast, I can come in and hit my numbers, okay? And this is how you can use intermittent fasting on the weekend to stay lean and not gain fat. Now, I am sure you have all got your favourite foods that you like to eat on the weekend. I'm sure some of you have a roast every Sunday like me. I am sure some of you get a curry or you go out for a meal with your missus. I mean, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm just about to sip some of my coffee. And I'm here to say that you can do those things. You can do those things and still get lean. One of my favourite sayings is, I want to release you from the shackles of conventional dieting. Because, one of the best things I ever heard, I did a podcast many years ago with a guy called Phil Lurney, and he said, if your coach or trainer gives you a diet plan and you look at it and go, when the hell do I get a break from this? Like when do I get a break from this? Then it's not for you. Okay? Your diet plan, your nutrition regime, whatever it is, it needs to be flexible and adaptable so that you can enjoy life. Now, there might be people out there that disagree with me, right? I know you guys well enough. I'm 43 now, 2 kids. I've been 30 Plus Men's Fitness was born in 2010 as an idea. Been working with over 30s men specifically since then. And I know that most guys I work with, they just want to stay fit, lose some fat, have more energy, be able to run around with their kids, but they still want to enjoy life. They don't want to be about avoiding social occasions. They don't want to be about, that fucking Tupperware life. I mean, don't be wrong, a little bit of Tupperware take to work, prepped is brilliant, but like 24/7 Tupperware life, like I'm not working with 22-year-old fitness bodybuilders. That's not my niche. I'm working with middle-aged guys that want to enjoy life. And every middle-aged guy that I speak to probably wants to enjoy a little bit more food on the weekend. So let's get back to how we can lose weight, how we can break even, how we can strategically use intermittent fasting on the weekend to help us achieve our goals. Okay. I want to clear up the myth that if you skip breakfast, that your metabolism is going to like shut down and then all of a sudden you're going to store fat. Like, let's just get through that quickly, right? If you got body fat, okay, if you skip breakfast, your body ain't going into starvation mode because you got body fat. That's stored energy. That's all the food and drink that we have overconsumed and not burnt off. You ain't going into starvation mode for skipping breakfast. You know, you could skip lunch. You might feel a little bit hungry when you go out and enjoy your favorite meal, but how cool is it to know that you can go out and enjoy your favorite meal and you've hit your targets for the day, and you know, you can go and enjoy it guilt-free. John Adams says, I power walk around 5 miles most days. Does that burn fat? I love it when I get new followers who ask new questions. Let's talk about that, John, because I want these videos to be half an hour. So you burn fat, John, when you're in a calorie deficit. That means that you burn more calories, okay, from movement, exercise than you take in from food. So my advice to you, John, would be, first off, if you're a new follower, thank you. Come and join our free group. I'll post a link to it below afterwards. Learn how to work out your calories. I can send you a video on that. And so you need to download MyFitnessPal. Let me know if you got MyFitnessPal. Download MyFitnessPal. Do you wear a tracker, etc., etc.? And then, you know, you will burn fat by burning more calories than you take in. But will a 5-mile walk every day help you? Abso-fucking-lutely it will. Like, walking is the best, most underrated piece of low-hanging fruit as a health, fitness, fat loss tool for people of our age, for anyone. But do you know what? It's a real easy sell for me. Is it an easy sell or is it a hard sell? It's an easy sell for me because I don't know your situation, John, but probably if you're a new follower, you want to lose weight, and you're walking most days, then that's because that fits you. If I said to you, you know, do 100 burpees every day, you can break them up. Like, you're going to be like, fucking hell, this is hard. Like, this is hard. How long can I sustain this? So it's a great sell for me because most guys can walk every day. Most guys can walk every day, and it's not going to put the stress on the joints. It's not going to traumatize your body. You're not going to have DOMS, which is delayed onset of muscle soreness. you're just, and you can fall in love with the process. Like, look, we are moving into spring. We're in spring. The nights are lighter. You know, nobody feels worse for getting out in nature and having a walk at this time of the year. So as I always say, you can walk your way to weight loss, but weight loss is a calorie game. Will a 5-mile walk most days help? Absolutely. Well done. Keep doing that and keep building it up. But I'm going to put the link to our free group here, John. Come and join that. We'll give you some extra help. And we got a challenge coming up soon, a free challenge. So you can come and join that. And we'll get you on the right roads, mate. But you're doing good. Keep walking, mate. Keep on. Great. John says, I started doing it in lockdown. I burn around 500 to 600 calories most walks. Pace is around 12-minute miles. So, I mean, there you go. There you go, mate. You're good. So you're burning 600 calories through that. And this is really interesting, guys, all right? Because most people think that, like, and again, this is in my book. It's on Amazon. Keep on Moving, Coach Treggs. In my book, I actually compare, like, different days of activity. So here's something, right? Okay, so my BMR is about 1,800 calories. I'm 43, 5'10", about 86 kilograms right now, okay? My BMR is 1,800 calories. Now, if I didn't move all day, so let's just say I was sat here all day doing my bits, and I only did 2,000 steps around the house, my NEAT is going to be very low. So my extra calorie burn from my NEAT, ooh, don't you know, Coxie? My extra calorie burn from my NEAT, is not going to be much. It might be 150, 200 calories. So now I've burnt 2,000 for the day, right? Now, but if I do a really hard workout, I get my kettlebells out, I get my tunes on, and I train for like just over an hour, and it's all conditioning work, I might burn 600 calories in that workout. Let's say 650, right? So now I've burned 1,800 being alive, 200 extra from very little movement throughout the day, but I've burnt 700 in a workout, okay? That's 2,700 total daily energy expenditure from the day. That's me being alive, very little movement, and a tough workout, okay? 2,700 calories burned for the day. Now, let's say I decide I'm not going to do a workout today. I'm not working out today. Don't want to work out today. But what I am going to do is I'm going to walk 15,000 plus steps. Now, over the course of the day, because my movement is good, I might burn an extra 600 calories, 650 calories, all right? Maybe even 700 calories from that, okay? If I go upwards towards 20,000 steps, maybe even more. So I've got my 1,800 calories, no training, so no calories burnt from training, but now I've burnt an extra 600-700 from my high steps. My total daily energy expenditure is like 2.5, 2.6. It's only about 100, 150-ish underneath if I trained. So no trauma on my body, no having to deal with being achy the next day, just being me and going for a nice walk. There's not too much difference, but people think that they have to like train super duper hard to burn the calories. You don't. Not if you're just starting off. Now, if you like training, like I do, I like training, a lot of my clients do, on the weekend, the real key is to hit your steps and get a training session in. That's the ultimate fantasy. Ultimate fantasy. I hit my steps, I do my training, and I fast till 2 p.m. on a weekend, and I'm just watching. So that's the ultimate. If you can train and you can walk, and that is the key to really mastering the weekend. If you can train and you can walk, most people will go, "Oh, it's the weekend, man. It's been a long week. Put my feet up." But let's face it, most of you guys watching this now have got kids. Most of you guys watching this now have got kids that do activities. That's a win, mate. Like, that is such a win for helping you stay lean on the weekend. Like, you might be thinking, well, how does having kids and their activities on the weekend help me stay lean? Well, if you're on your feet and you go and watch your kids, like I'm involved with my kids' football coaching, and like the extra calories burned from just being on the sideline or coaching and setting up the goals, don't underestimate that. Like, when I coach on a Tuesday night, I coach the kids back to back, so the under 10s and the under 8s in Sully. So I get there at 4:30. I get there at 20 past 4. We set up, and then the training goes from 4:30 till 6:30. By the time we've put everything away, got it in the car, it's 10 to 7. I actually set my Garmin up to track it as a workout, even though it wasn't a workout. It was just, I'm not like sprinting around. I'm just setting up and I'm coaching. I've got other people assisting me. Some days I can burn 600-700 calories just in that few hours, and I can hit 10,000 steps. So don't underestimate the power of, I'm not saying you have to coach your kids, but being on your feet when they're doing sports. Like, the amount of parents I see that drop their kids off and they just sit in the car on their phones, and I'm thinking, like, I don't know if they want to lose weight or whatever, but I'm like going, that's an opportunity, man. Get out and get some steps. Get some steps. What an opportunity. Like, move around. My son had a trial last night for Cardiff Tech under 10s, and I swear to God, I was like watching on the sideline. I must have done 4,500 steps just watching him. I was kicking every ball. I was up, and so if your kids are doing sports on the weekend, that's a great opportunity. If your kids say, let's go to the park, like, you reframe stuff. That's an opportunity to move more. Like, all these little things. I've had so many messages from clients over the years and gone, Tregs, man, like, I've started to walk my kids to school. They're on their bikes. I'm walking, and I walk back, and like, I'm doing an extra 5,000 steps. It's amazing. They love me. I'm burning extra calories. It's easy for me. Yeah, win. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna finish up in like 6 minutes. If anyone's got any health and fitness questions they wanna ask me, all right, then you fire that off me. But again, just to conclude, because the subject of this video is how can intermittent fasting help you stay lean on the weekend? And the bottom line is this: you can have your higher calorie foods, you can have your roast dinner, you can have a couple of beers, but you just got to make the calories fit. So if you skip breakfast on a Saturday and you train, you hit your steps, you might have a light lunch and you have a big meal in the evening, understand that you can break even just by hitting your numbers. Hit your numbers before you hit your calories in the evening. Job done. Going out for a big roast, having a big roast on a Sunday. Do you really need breakfast? See, this is where I used to fall down big time, even as a coach. Like when my kids were young, I gained 2 stone. I shared my documentary the other day from 6 years ago. I was fat. I was fat in it. I can't believe it. I'm looking back, but it's not. But my kids weren't sleeping, man. I was tired. I was hungry. I was eating all the time. I was stressed. Probably shouldn't have done it at that time, but we did it at that time because we had all the boot camps. But my weekends at them times were tough because my kids weren't doing sports. They were toddlers. We were often up all night, nappies, sick, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely shattered. And you know what happens when you're shattered? You produce that hormone called ghrelin, which is a hunger hormone. It makes you want to eat more. Makes you want to eat more. And my Sundays would often look like I'd wake up and I'd be so tired and stressed, I'd have 2 or 3 bowls of cereal, 1,000 calories. Then we might, this is before my dad lived with me, then we might go and have a Sunday lunch, 1,000 calories, couple of pints. Now we're looking at 1,500 calories, come home, more food in the evening, more beers. It's a 4,000 calorie Sunday. I've not done any movement. That's how I got fat. I was doing that on a Saturday as well. I wasn't having a roast on a Saturday, but you get the drift. Now, still enjoy high calories, but they are shaved. Of course they're shaved, because do I need a couple of bowls of cereal for breakfast if I'm going to have a big roast? Do I need to eat again massively in the evening if I'm having a big roast? No. I could do, but it's not going to keep me leaner. So it's a calorie game. I still have higher calories on the weekend, but I move loads on the weekend. It's amazing that my kids are involved in so many sports. We got dogs as well. So there's lots of, not necessarily, it's not all about the high intensity movement, it's the low intensity movement as well. The low intensity movement is absolutely key. And I will say this and say this and say this. If you're watching this video, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you watch it, and you're new to this and you want to lose weight, and maybe you're carrying too much timber, then the good news is that you can walk your way to weight loss. And I'll be sharing lots of stories and pics of guys that have done it. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see. But guys, I'm going to sign off now. The weekend is here, so enjoy it. But literally, as the title of my book says, you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on moving, and you got to make those calories fit. So you got plans for the weekend? You can have some higher calories. Enjoy it. Where can you shave calories off so that you can break even, or even lose a bit of extra body fat this weekend? Intermittent fasting could be a friend of yours. Let me know how you get on. Cheers, boys.